So I, too, am recently single. Great, don't clap for that. That's rough out here. That's rough out here. People always ask when you do become recently single, like, oh, what happened, you know? And the biggest question that I always got was it your age gap? I had married a man who was 20 years my senior. Hilarious, I know. And so that obviously that wasn't the reason that things fell apart, but it certainly didn't help. But I've always been attracted to older men, always will be. So if anybody's about 45, give or take, 5 or 10 years, come talk to me after this.
Just kidding.
But yeah, being single at this age is rough. We're all just swapping ex-husbands, you know? And you think, oh, was he good to you? Maybe he'll be good to me. And he won't be. Oh, he was inconsiderate and drank too much with you? Maybe he's learned his lesson. He has not. But yeah, so single at this age has been rough. And my brother loves to tell me that I have the taste of a girl with daddy issues, right? Which could not be further from the truth. My dad is amazing. My dad is funny and kind, and he's thoughtful and generous and just shows up for me all the time. If I'm ever in a pickle, whether it's, you know, financially or I just don't know how to fix something in my house, Dad's the first one on the scene. And I just thought, damn, I'm gonna need 2 of these. My folks who are sitting right here. My folks don't think that joke is all that funny. But actually, as a special point, my dad was supposed to have surgery today, and he rescheduled it to hear me tell these jokes that he has already heard. And I have like 7 minutes up here, and Dad's like, we're postponing this. I gotta be here. So yeah, of course, so that's the furthest thing in the world from daddy issues. Of course I want 2 of these, right? So, yeah, super cool. But my mom, on the other hand, Mom's always telling me that I need to meet somebody who's in the same boat. You know, somebody who understands what I'm going through. But I'm telling you, man, I'm in a rowboat, dude. Like, I'm out in the middle of the water. I got an oar, and I'm lost. Okay? I'm in grad school. I'm working part-time. And I'm doing these now, which is super cool. But yeah, this is not the most glamorous boat in the world. And I'm not saying that I need a man to float past me on a yacht. You know, by any stretch of the imagination, that's not what I'm hoping for. But maybe like a pontoon? A Duffy boat? Hell, a dinghy. If your boat's got a motor, that's a lot better than what I'm working with. Well, yeah, the last thing I want is a man in the same boat. Like, and you know damn well it's not going to be synchronized. He's going to be paddling me in the opposite direction. Yeah, sorry, Mom, I'm not putting together a collegiate rowing team here. So speaking of boats, stellar segue. This last spring break, a few months ago, it's my last spring break, and my girlfriend Michelle and I decided that we were going to go on a cruise together. This is Michelle in the black. Okay, so Michelle had just turned 50, and I realized that this is going to be my last spring break. I'm about to finish my master's degree, and I'm not going to have more spring breaks, you know? So we decide, all right, we're gonna go do it. We're gonna do it hard. So we go on a cruise for spring break. Okay, so the first night, and this is Michelle's first cruise ever. The first night we get there, I fall asleep at 9:30. And that's another reason I love older men. That is a reasonable definition. Talk about 9 to 5. Those are the hours that I sleep, sir. Like, that's perfect. So the second day of the cruise, I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna have to go do something cool. I feel bad. It was Michelle's first cruise, and I was snoozing. Like, by the time it turned dark, I'm out, right? Weighing me down, my eyes closed. So the second day, we're like, all right, we're gonna go parasailing. So we get out on the boat to go parasailing. And Michelle neglects to mention, until we are literally on the boat and strapped in, that she gets seasick, that she is scared of heights, and that she is scared of ocean creatures. And we are strapped in, and I'm like, well, this is a fine time to mention that, Michelle. So I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to calm her down. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's peaceful. It's serene up here. It's like so quiet, and the scenery is just beautiful. You're gonna love it. And so we get up there, and as soon as our feet lifts off the ground, she's all, ah! Like the whole time just screaming. And she's like, I can see the fish below the water. I'm like, they live there, Michelle. Like, that's their home. So we finally get Michelle's ass back on the ground. And I'm like, all right, now I really gotta make it up to her. She's had a terrible time. So we get back to the boat, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna take a nap. Because there's a singles mixer that starts at 8 o'clock. And 8 o'clock is late, we're old. So we take our nap, and then we go down to the singles mixer and look at it. My expectations were not high, but they weren't on the ground either. Okay, so I know that it's not gonna be a bunch of single middle-aged men on a cruise together during spring break, but I was expecting one. You know, we get down to the singles mixer, and there's one solo male, and he's crystal blue eyes, like silver hair, beautiful man. And he goes, this is a singles mixer? This man is married and waiting for Debbie to finish gambling in the casino. But we're like, whatever, we're taking Marlon with us. After a couple of drinks, everybody's single. So Marlon's in tow, baby. So we're hitting every photo booth, we're taking pictures, every backdrop, we're taking Marlon around. We're sending the pictures to our room, sending them to Marlon's room so Debbie can see them the next morning. We start sending them to random rooms. People are about to learn today. And so I thought, that was pretty cute, right? So I go and take a picture, one of the pictures that you're super not supposed to take a picture of. And I sent it to my mom, right? I'm like, Mom, guess what? Found somebody in the same boat.